drive as you march into Steamwheelers territory.
What it looked like from here.
You could go with
that.
that.
Here's a quarterback counter, and he will not get the first down. Bubba line. And the handoff. It's going to be a loss of 1 as Roberto.
Touchdowns, just 1 interception. He's back. He is tackled from behind by a really good nose guard in KeShaun Moore. And as Coach Dave Mogeson of the Barnstormers said, Moore has the ability to break up any play, anytime.
And you can see it definitely there on that play. Man, just look at him. Was able to get around the center there with speed, get the hands off, and once he got his hands on Collazo, it was a wrap after that.
Collazo fumbled the snap, picks it back up, and down he goes. He was brought down by KeShaun Moore.
A big sack for KeShaun Moore. We mentioned his presence a season ago in the middle. Second team All IFL, all rookie team. One of the best noses in the league, and what a beautiful spin on Paul Fan in this one.
Sharks are middle of the pack on third downs this season. They will not get this one. As Vander runs into a wall of Steamwheelers, one of them there, Kadir Shepard, as well as Arslanian once again in the middle of the action for the Steamwheeler defense, and here comes a fourth down.
Yeah, already a momentum shifting level. That replay yet again. Moore working from that nose tackle position, and boom, there's that big left paw. Getting a piece of that ball. Important incompletion, despite
first and goal. Barker outside, Vander takes a seat. Curtis as we start to head toward the tail end of the third quarter. Vander met by KeShaun Moore from behind, and some more extracurriculars after the Moore is in. Blaine Espinosa. As he rolls, he's in trouble, he's hit, ball's out, live ball in the end zone, and it's going to be 6 points for Quad City. KeShaun Moore, the hit and the recovery.
It's whiteout night here at Vibrant Arena at the Mark, and KeShaun Moore puts the game on ice. Well, the fumble recovery for 6. And the low light of the day, perhaps, for Blaine Espinosa rolling out to his right. Big KeShaun Moore pursuing him, and that ball just
flood the formation to the left as Wright takes the snap. Quarterback draw, and it's read beautifully by the defensive end, KeShaun Moore. He drops him for a loss. Jaya, everybody to the right as Jaya takes the snap. He's going to take off and run, and it's knocked free and loose, and Wright empties the backfield, takes the snap, looks right, still under some pressure. He's going to be sacked. Fourth down sack by KeShaun Moore.
To the right, but no.
Wright's just going to take it on a straight quarterback power, and the
couple times. Fake handoff to Clark, and Myler is wrapped up in the backfield. KeShaun Moore again.
Yeah, KeShaun Moore just continues to be a disruptive force.
Handoff, Clark up the right side. He's dropped by Moore and slung backwards.
just shows the impact he's had on this defense.
Here is the dazzling T.J. Edwards on first down, but he had nowhere to go on first down. There's big KeShaun Moore right up the middle.
Bellboard, and you see why here. Just a bench press in the center. Kerry Reynolds stood no chance against Moore. And that was just an Edwards option. The Oilers deep in their own territory.
Rogers cuts back toward the middle. Got hit in the mouth and then carried to the sideline, courtesy of Country Boy.
KeShaun Moore, this guy on the field for the Chicago Bears fans out there, plays a lot like a prime Akeem Hicks. Just a big burly man on the inside and has a motor. And you'll see it on this play. He's coming from that interior tackle position, sheds his block, and then just squares up Rogers.
Wow.
And says, let's go to the pass.
3 men on the rush. Edwards running out of time. Trying to bring him down as Moore, and they finally get him back at the 5.
Pass.
3 men on the rush. Edwards running out of time. Trying to bring him down as Moore, and they finally get him back at the 5.
That Gunslingers fans were a little worried about.
Handoff to Robinson. It slips one tackle, goes backwards, and that was a mistake. KeShaun Moore with a huge tackle for loss. I mentioned before he leads the team with 10, now 11 tackles for loss. 38.5 tackles on the year, 3.5 sacks, 2 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 3 pass breakups. KeShaun Moore, a big reason for the success of the Steamwheelers defense.
This is one of
4th and just about 10. Arslanian on the blitz. Here he comes. Davis is in trouble, and he's buried back inside the 5. It was Arslanian first, and then KeShaun. It would just be offsetting penalties, and you'd re-kick, but you don't want to give him another chance to kick it through, just like he did to start the game. Nice play by Arslanian in the hole. From the 20, Simpson, nowhere to go. Ripped down by KeShaun Moore. 3 on the rush. He's in trouble. Down he goes. KeShaun Moore.
What a play by KeShaun Moore. Iron Man football. Pile drive your center into the quarterback and come up with.
Davis. Here comes Moore again. Fumble. Ball's out.
The snow camo numbers, white helmets, a beautiful look for the Wheelers tonight.
Bahar's in trouble. Met and dropped. And what's the call? Did the ball come out? Are they saying it's a live ball? It's still live. There's a flag down. It's responds. They got a field goal from Gable on their last try. Williams, little stutter step, and he was not fooled. KeShaun Moore is there for the stop.
We spoke a little bit about Bubba Arslanian having all IFL season. How about KeShaun Moore? This is textbook shed your block and just shoot for the knees. It's about as good as it gets. KeShaun Moore, it doesn't matter if he's playing the nose or outside. And this is a big offensive line that Massive take advantage of a group that hasn't played a lot together.
2nd and 10, they run it up the middle. Larry McCammon, nothing much going on that side. And the first one there is KeShaun Moore. One of the Wheelers who dealt with some injury issues toward the end of this year. You know he's hyped up to be here in playoff action. That's a no gain on the play to set up 3rd and long.
Yeah, we'll get another look at it as well. Just bench presses. His man, that's number 56, Bryson Broadway, playing center. Normally they're
at the 18-yard line. Handoff, left side, nothing much there as they went back to McCammon on the ground, and once again McCammon is met by that Steamwheelers front led by out, brought down from behind by Artis, and the Wheelers will take over.
relentless pass rush.
Myler wrapped up and dropped by KeShaun Moore. KeShaun Moore, another tackle for loss in what has been a star-studded year for him. It's fourth down.
And Moore is just so hard to contain when he can get his hands inside and bull rush. And that's all he does there once again. Gets those big mitts on the center's armpits.
This season, that's a shade under 250 yards a game. That's number one in the IFL. Clark. How about KeShaun Moore again with Arslanian coming over to help finish it off. A short gain on first down in the midst of what has been an amazing start for the nose tackle, KeShaun Moore.
And this front four is just flying around. Artis getting in there as well, creating some pressure. And you know, if you're Bubba Arslanian, you gotta love playing behind this big three up front. They make his life easy in linebacker row.